So, the story about G-Spot and the stabbing. So, I'm at work and these guys come up to me and they say, yo man, there's a fight out back. So I run out back. Hey fellas.
Rose.
Cheers, man. And so I run out back and there's like 8 native guys and like 4 Asian guys and a bunch of white guys. And I know the Asian guys and I know the white guys, and the native guys are running down the alley. And I'm like, what happened? And they're like, well, there was a gang war tonight and the fucking native guys stabbed the Asian guy in the stomach. So the guy's lying there waiting for an ambulance. Everybody's freaking out. The guy's like bleeding out of his stomach and stuff. And his buddy's like, man, I gotta go back in the club. I gotta get my car keys. I gotta go to the hospital to help my buddy out. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll take you back inside. We go upstairs and I'm like, kind of like feeling a little surreal. I'm like, this is fucking crazy, man. Like, I can't believe that just happened. We go upstairs and we're looking for the keys all over the place. And there's lights all over the club, and all of a sudden the lights sort of like flash onto the guy that I'm standing with, and I notice his shirt's all shiny and like slick looking, and I'm like, man, what the fuck? And I lift his shirt up. Cheers, fellas. I lift his shirt up, and he's fucking slit from like one side of his stomach to the other side of his stomach. And I'm like freaking out, going like, man, you're fucking stabbed too. He's like, no, what are you talking about? I'm not stabbed. I'm like, man, you're fucking stabbed. Like, seriously, you're stabbed. I'm like, forget your fucking keys. We're going outside. We're gonna get a fucking ambulance for you. And I reach around in front of the guy and I like hold him, and I'm literally like holding his guts in his fucking stomach. He's like bleeding all over my hands. And he starts like getting all woozy and weak, and I walk him outside. And luckily by then the ambulance was there for the first guy. And I put him in the fucking ambulance. Like, and that was that, man. I think that was the first time I ever saw a real serious stabbing. And yeah, it was totally fucked, man. I mean, it was from that to like kids overdosing in the alley, like fucking 15-year-old girls sitting on the couches, like overdosing on G and E, and like, it was a real just horror scene, man. Probably the scariest shit I've ever been through. And I was a young man. I think I was 18 years old back then. So what else you guys want to know about? Stab vests?
Oh yeah.
So the reason why I like, the fact of the matter is our company has like 10 bars, and I think about over 200 bouncers. Every single bouncer in our company wears a full upper body stab-proof vest. The reason why we have that is because one day at one of our bars, I'm not going to say which bar, a young man got stabbed to death in our bar. But the worst part about it was after the worst part about it was that he died. But the other part about it was that at the end of the whole thing, when the bouncers were taking off like all their shit at the end of the night, one of the guys took his like rain jacket off, and Buddy was like, man, what the fuck? There's a hole in your rain jacket. And he poked a finger in it. He's like, what the fuck, man? There's a hole in your shirt too. And like Buddy had gotten like just about stabbed, and he just got away. So from that day on, the owner of our company said, you know what? I don't want to see any one of my staff members die. So he invested like, I think it was like $20,000 in stab vests for everybody that works for our company. So yeah, we wear the stab vest now. And that's it.
Are we on video? In here?